everyone. We have finished first part of semiconductor physics, right? So that is volt equivalent temperature and electric field and energy gap and p-type semiconductor, n-type and intrinsic semiconductor and all those things we have finished, right? So I have said in the earlier class that we are going to solve some of the gate problems so that have been appeared in the past years from these topics, okay? So after finishing of these problems, we will move on to second part, that is nothing but Fermi-Dirac distribution function, and then we will do some problems on that. So after that we will move on to the excess carrier concentration. So that means if there is a semiconductor and a light falls on it, so what will happen? So what is that analysis? All those things we are going to discuss, okay? So in this part, so we will finish this part by solving some of the problems, okay? So let's move on to the first problem, right? Yeah, you can see the first problem on the screen, right? Yeah, this might be the first problem. So consider a silicon sample. Consider a silicon sample doped with Nd. Nd is nothing but donor concentration, right? So Nd is equal to 10 power 15 per centimeter cube. So that is the first consideration, right? So Nd is equal to 10 power 15 per centimeter cube. Always remember, in complete EDC, okay, so we will discuss only in per centimeters only, okay? So we will discuss all the measurements in terms of centimeters only, okay? So remember that one, right? So you can note this problem and you can solve the problem on yourself, and if you not get the answer, so then you can see the solution, okay? So right, we will move on. So consider the silicon sample with which is doped with Nd is equal to 10 power 15 per centimeter cube, and assume Na is equal to 1.5 into 10 power 10 per centimeter cube, okay? So let us say intrinsic concentration Ni is equal to 1.5 into 10 power 10 per centimeter cube simply. Okay, so this is the intrinsic concentration. Okay, so this is the donor concentration, and you already know that the donor concentration is simply denoted by N simply, right? Right. Next thing. So if an atom is additionally doped, here this point is very, very important. If atom is additionally doped, if an atom is additionally doped with Na, so here we have also provided with Na. Na is equal to 10 power 18 per centimeter cube. Okay, so this is the thing. So if there is an intrinsic semiconductor with this intrinsic concentration simply, and so it is doped with donor concentration this one, and along with this donor concentration the acceptor impurities are also been doped, whose concentration per centimeter cube is 10 power 18 simply. Okay, now the approximate number of electrons in the sample is dash. Okay, so you are asked to find what are the number of electrons. Okay, so don't say that, sir, since Nd is equal to 10, so therefore 10 power 15, so therefore the answer is 10 power 15. Okay, so that is completely wrong, right? Endukante so N is equal to Nd అనేది ఎప్పుడు if it is an n type semiconductor. కానీ ఇక్కడ n type semiconductor మనం జడ్జ్ చేయలేం, ఎందుకని సిన్స్ Nd and N both are present. అది Nd ఒక్కటే ఉండుంటే సో డెఫినెట్లీ అది n కి ఈక్వల్ అయి ఉండేది, n will be equal to 10 power 15 obviously. But since it is consisting of both Nd and Na, so then it is not, we cannot directly make Nd equal to N, right? So I have already said you that. So and here the most important point is that if Nd is equal to Na, so mean Nd and Na both are present in a particular sample, then I have said that so we need to calculate Nd minus Na or Na minus Nd. Okay, so I have already said that if Na and Nd both are present and if Na is greater than Nd, so then it is a p-type semiconductor, right? So p-type whole dominant, right? So automatically the p will be equal to simply Na minus Nd. Okay, and by using law of mass action, we can easily find N is equal to Na square upon p simply. Okay, so this is can be done. If Na is less than Nd simply, so then what we have discussed, it will be an n-type semiconductor and N will be equal to Nd minus Ny directly. Okay, and we can easily find P is equal to Ni square upon N, right? So simply, okay, this is how we will discuss. And if Na is equal to N, it will become intrinsic semiconductor and there will be no meaning in that, right? So because in intrinsic semiconductor there will be no conductivity and there is no chance for analysis, right? So fine. So in the given problem, Nd and Na both are present. So we can clearly observe that Nd is 10 power 15 per centimeter cube and Na is 10 power 18 per centimeter cube. So obviously Na is greater than. Okay, since Na is greater, acceptor impurity concentration is more. So therefore it will be a p-type semiconductor and we can directly find the value of p. P is nothing but what? Na minus Nd, right? So Na minus Nd is nothing but 10 power 18 minus 10 power 15, isn't it? So that is equal to 10 power 15 common వస్తుంది. So 10 power 15 అనేది కామన్ తీసేస్తే సో ఆటోమేటిక్ ఇక్కడ 10 క్యూబ్ వస్తుంది. 1000 minus 1 it will be 999, right? So కాబట్టి the value of P is equal to 999 into 10 power 15 simply. So కాబట్టి we need to find the concentration of electrons. So that will be equal to Ni square upon P. What is the value of Ni square? 2.5 in 1.5 into 10 power 10, right? So therefore 1.5 into 10 power 10 cos square divided by P. What is the value of P? 999 into 10 power 15, right? So automatically 1.5 is 1.5, 1.5 is nothing but 2.25 into 10 power 10 whole square is nothing but 10 power 20 divided by 999 is as usual into 10 power 15 simply, right? So ఇది cancel చేస్తే ఇక్కడ నీకు value ఎంత వస్తుంది? 5 వస్తుంది. So automatically we will calculate the value of this one, and if we can use by using the cash or virtual calculator, you can easily find the answer. Okay, so calculation కూడా మీకు definitely గా కొంచెం యాక్యురేట్ గా ఉండాలి. ఓకే, సో ఈడీసీలో కాన్సెప్ట్ తెలిసిన కాన్సెప్ట్ తెలియడం ఎంత ఇంపార్టెంట్, because we will deal with 10 power 18, 10 power 19, all those terms, right? So if you are not perfect in your accuracy, then if you know concept, if you know concept rather, so it will be of no use. Okay, because మీరు కాన్సెప్ట్ తెలిసినప్పటికీ మీకు కనుక యాక్యురసీ కరెక్ట్ గా లేకపోతే, ఆన్సర్ తప్పకపోతే మీ కాన్సెప్ట్ తెలిసి ఉపయోగం లేదు, బికాస్ యూ విల్ నెవర్ గెట్ ద మార్క్స్. ఓకే ఫైన్, సో కీప్ accuracy in your mind, right? Fine, so this is how we can find it. So Na and Nd both are given in the question, so if we compare that, so since Na is greater than Nd, it will be p type semiconductor. So first of all we calculate the value of P. So they are asked for we are asked for electron concentration, so therefore N is equal to Ni square upon P. Automatically if you solve it, you will get like this one. Okay, so simple C1. Fine, so we will move on to the yeah, if you can see this one, consider the silicon bar. Actually, one second. You can see this one. We will observe the solution. Na is greater than Nd. It implies P is equal to Na minus Nd simply. So 10 power 18 minus 10 power 15. So it will be 999 into 10 power 15 simply, right? So if we calculate the value of N will be Na square by P. So 1.5 and 10 power 10 whole square by this one. So automatically if you solve this one, the value will be like this. Okay, simply. So this is how we will solve the problems. Okay, so we will move on to the next problem. Okay, yeah, you can see this one. So just pause the video and note the question on a single paper, and I mean your notebook, and try to solve on your own. Okay, so if you are not able to find the answer, then check the solution. Okay, so fine, and move on to the next problem. So electric field intensity of an uniform semiconductor is E is equal to 10 power 4 volt per centimeter. Okay, so therefore the electric field intensity of a particular semiconductor is this one. ఇక్కడ జాగ్రత్తగా గుర్తుంచుకోండి, it is uniform semiconductor. Okay, so here I need to tell you one thing. If uniform semiconductor is given, so this point is very, very important. So what is meant by uniform semiconductor? So uniform semiconductor means that, let us consider this is nothing but a semiconductor slab. So let us suppose we have applied some potential over here. So automatically the electric field will be developed from positive to negative, obviously, right? So here, so what is meant by this uniform semiconductor? It means that, so overall semiconductor, the doping concentration is uniform. Okay, so uniform semiconductor means that, so here ikkade mana entaithe dope chesam ikkada kuda ante dope chestam. Okay, so ante oka part దగ్గర కొన్ని ఎక్కువ చార్జ్ క్యారియర్స్ డోప్ చేయడం, ఒక దగ్గర తక్కువ చార్జ్ క్యారియర్స్ డోప్ చేయడం అనేది జరగదు. యూనిఫామ్ సెమీకండక్టర్ మీనింగ్ ఏంటంటే ఎంటైర్ ద సెమీకండక్టర్ స్లాబ్ అంతా ఈ డోపింగ్ అనేది యూనిఫామ్ ఉంటుంది. ఎప్పుడైతే నీకు డోపింగ్ అనేది యూనిఫామ్ ఉంటుంది, ఆటోమేటిక్ ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఇంటెన్సిటీ కూడా సేమ్ గా ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, సో ఒకవేళ ఎప్పుడైనా క్వశ్చన్ లో యూనిఫామ్ సెమీకండక్టర్ అని ఇచ్చేసేసి, సో లెట్ సపోజ్ ఇది 0, ఇది 1 సెంటీమీటర్ అనుకోండి, 1 సెంటీమీటర్ స్లాబ్ అనుకుంటే, సో ఎగ్జాక్ట్ గా 0.5 సెంటీమీటర్ దగ్గర మిమ్మల్ని ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఇంటెన్సిటీ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయమన్నారు అనుకోండి. మీరు ఎగ్జాక్ట్ గా 0.5 సెంటీమీటర్ దగ్గర కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం, డైరెక్ట్ ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఇంటెన్సిటీ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ పొటెన్షియల్ బై డిస్టెన్స్. సో ఆటోమేటిక్ అది వేస్తే చాలు. ఓకే, సో మీరు 0.5 దగ్గర ఎంత, 0.4 దగ్గర ఎంత అన్నా కానీ ఇట్ విల్ బి ది సేమ్. ఓకే, సో యూనిఫామ్ సెమీ కండక్టర్ అంటే the doping concentration will be same entire the semiconductor slab, and automatically the electric field intensity will be constant. Okay, so keep that point in mind. Okay, fine, we will move on to the problem. So electric field intensity of a uniform semiconductor, that means electric field intensity is same all through the material, is E is equal to 10 power 4 volt per centimeter. So that is the first consideration. E is equal to 10 power 4 volt per centimeter. So this is the electric field intensity of that particular semiconductor slab. Okay, now the given semiconductor material is N-type, and its mobility, mu n is nothing but mobility of electron, right? So this has been given. So mu n is equal to 2 into 10 cube, right? So centimeter square per volt second, which is nothing but the unit for mobility, right? So this is nothing but the mobility of electrons, right? Now, how much time required in microsecond? This is very, very important. We need to find the time in microseconds to cover a distance of 4 centimeters by the electron. Okay, so ఒక ఎలక్ట్రాన్ అనేది, ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ అనేది 4 సెంటీమీటర్స్ డిస్టెన్స్ ట్రావెల్ చేయడానికి ఎంత టైం అవసరం అవుతుంది అని అడుగుతున్నారు. ఓకే, సో దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ, వెరీ సింపుల్, రైట్? So we can see that distance is equal to 4 centimeters simply. So simply we can assume that there is a semiconductor slab and this is, let us suppose, 4 centimeters. Okay, so centimeter lo unte mere marchalsina avasaram ledhu because we are dealing in centimeters, right? So ade micrometers lo gaani meters lo gaani unte we need to convert it into centimeters. Okay, remember that point. And let us suppose this is 4 centimeters. So electron అనేది ఈ పాయింట్ దగ్గర ఉంటే, ఓకే, సో ఒకవేళ ఈ సెమీ కండక్టర్ స్లాబ్ కి మీరు ఎంతో కొంత పొటెన్షియల్ అప్లై చేసి ఉంటే, సో దే హావ్ గివెన్ ఆర్ నాట్. సో ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఇంటెన్సిటీ, ఓకే, ద సెమీ కండక్టర్స్ అంటే హౌ మచ్ టైమ్ required in a microseconds to cover a distance of 4 centimeters. Okay, so they have not given the potential, right? So there is an electric field intensity which is nothing but 4 volt per centimeter. Okay, in the semiconductor slab. So if the electron want to move from 0 centimeter to 4 centimeter, how much time is required? So they're asking that. And we already know that the time value, what is the formula for time? Time is nothing but distance upon velocity, isn't it or not? So this is the fundamental formula, right? So distance upon velocity. What is the distance? 4 centimeters. So we need to find the velocity. Okay, so let's find the value of velocity, right? So what is the formula for velocity? The velocity is nothing but drift velocity, right? Drift velocity in case of semiconductors, right? So drift velocity is equal to mobility into electric field intensity. What is the mobility? Mobility is given, right? So 2 into 10 cube into what is electric field intensity? What is electric field intensity? It is nothing but 10 power 4. So automatically the drift velocity is equal to 2 into 10 power 7. Okay, so కానీ మీరు drift velocity direct గా 2 into 10 power 7 తీసుకుంటే that will be a big mistake. Okay, so I have already said you that the maximum value of drift velocity is 10 power 7. ఒకవేళ 10 power 7 కంటే drift velocity కనుక ఎక్కువ వస్తే then we need to take the drift velocity as 10 power 7 only. Okay, so remember that. So therefore the drift velocity is equal to 10 power 7 volt per centimeter, right? So automatically here you will get it as automatically what you will get, 10 power 7 drift, the units for drift velocity is nothing but centimeter per second, right? So centimeter per second, centimeters per second cancel with each other. So 4 into 10 power minus 7 second, right? So they are asked you to find in micro is nothing but 10 power minus 6. So you will have 10 power minus 1 balance. So if you multiply 4 with 10 power minus 1, you will get 0.4 microseconds. Okay, so the time that is required by the electron to move from this point to this point is nothing but 0.4 microsecond. How we have find it out? So the formula for time is nothing but distance by velocity. Distance is 4 centimeters, which is given in the question, and the velocity is nothing but drift velocity, and the formula for it is mobility into electric field intensity. Obviously the both are given. Find the drift velocity and substitute in the time formula, so definitely we'll get the time taken by it, right? Okay, simply. Yeah, we will move on to the next problem. Okay. Yeah, time is equal to distance upon velocity. So velocity is nothing but drift velocity. Drift velocity is equal to mobility and electric field intensity. If we calculate that, the drift velocity is 2 into 10 power minus 2 into 10 power 7, but we should not take this one, right? Because the maximum velocity is 10 power 7. So if you make these things, you will get it, right? 0.4 microseconds. Okay. So let's move on to the next problem. Yeah, right. You can see this problem. So first of all, pause the video and solve the problem. And if you never get it, so see the solution. Okay. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద కామన్ థింగ్, రైట్? సో ఏ క్వశ్చన్ వచ్చినా మనం బాలోటెక్ లైన్స్ నుంచి కానీ వేరే ఎక్కడైనా సరే, సో ఏ సబ్జెక్ట్ అయినా కానీ, సో ముందు మీరు కాన్సెప్ట్ విన్న తర్వాత క్వశ్చన్స్ చేయించేటప్పుడు, సో ఆ క్వశ్చన్ వచ్చినప్పుడు సో జస్ట్ పాస్ దట్ వీడియో అండ్ ట్రై టు సాల్వ్ ఆన్ యువర్ ఓన్. ఓకే, సో దట్ ఈస్ ద థింగ్ వీ నీడ్ టు డెవలప్, రైట్? సో మీరు ఇప్పుడు చేస్తారు, సో అదే క్వశ్చన్ ఎగ్జామ్లో వస్తుంది అనేది గ్యారంటీ లేదు. ఓకే, ఇజంట్ ఇట్? సో జనరల్లీ మేము ఇక్కడ ఎందుకున్నామంటే, సో వీ నీడ్ టు ట్రై టు డెవలప్ ద స్కిల్ in order to get an idea. Okay, so we are here to develop the ideology only. Okay, so మేము చెప్పిన క్వశ్చన్స్ వస్తాయి అనేది ప్రాబ్లం కాదు. Okay, so you need to understand the concept and you need to apply it on the problems. Okay, so as simple as such, right? So let's see the problem. So a DC voltage 10 volts is applied across an n-type silicon bar. Okay, so simply ఒక n-type silicon bar ఉంది. So దానికి 10 volts DC supply apply చేశారు simply. So we can infer it. So let us suppose this is nothing but a semiconductor, so it has been applied. Okay, 10 volts DC supply is applied over here. So this is the thing that is given. Now of length 1 centimeter, right? So the length is 1 centimeter, right? So let us suppose this is nothing but x is equal to 0, and let us suppose this is nothing but x1 is equal to 1 centimeter, and we can find electric field intensity simply from here. So electric field intensity is nothing but what? Voltage by distance. Distance is nothing but 1 centimeter, so therefore electric field intensity is equal to 10 volt per centimeter. Okay, simple see. Fine. So a DC voltage 10 volt is applied across an n-type silicon bar having the rectangular cross section of length 1 centimeter. So ND, this is donor concentration. Okay, so ND, this has been directly given. So ND is equal to 10 power 16. Okay, so ND is equal to 10 power 16 per centimeter cube. So this is the value of ND. Now, and the mobility, what is the value of mobility? Mobility is nothing but 1000 centimeters square plus whole second, right? So covered mobility is equal to 1000 centimeter square per volt second, right? So this is the mobility of a particular task. Now, the average time taken by the electrons to move from one end to another end is the same question, right? So this has been appeared in, I think 2016, I think so. So let us say we need to find the time. So time is nothing but distance upon drift velocity. The distance is given already. What is the distance of semiconductor? It is nothing but 1 centimeter divided by drift velocity. So drift velocity we will find, right? Drift velocity is nothing but mobility. Mobility is nothing but 1000 into electric field intensity. Electric field intensity is nothing but 10. So 1000 into 10 is nothing but 10 power 4, which is less than 10 power 7. So we can directly take this one. So 10 power 4. So you will get it as t is equal to 10 power minus 4 seconds. So 10 power minus 4 is nothing but 0.1 milliseconds. Okay, the time taken by the semiconductor, I mean electron, to move from one end to the another end of the silicon bar is nothing but 0.1 microsecond of VC bar, right? So this is as simple as such. We can so simple ga adu mobility meda, drift velocity meda, thermal equivalent meda, and electric field intensity meda ilanti questions vachedani chances untayi. Okay, so we'll move on to the next problem. Okay, so here we can see the time is equal to distance upon velocity. So velocity is nothing but drift velocity, and we can find the E, and depending upon that, if you substitute that, you will get easy the value of time simple. Okay, so we'll move on to the next problem. Yes. Yeah, you can see this problem. Yeah, the dependence of drift velocity of the electrons and an electric field is shown in the figure. Okay, so the drift velocity and electric field intensity has been given. Okay, and we already know that. So 10 power 7 is the maximum value, and the maximum value occurs at 5 into 10 power 5 volt per centimeter, right? The semiconductor has uniform electron concentration, n is equal to, okay, fine, this one, uniform electron concentration. That means doping is uniform and electric field intensity is constant all throughout the surface, right? Right. Next, and the charge of the electron we already know. If a bias of 5 volt is applied, okay, 5 volt is applied to the semiconductor slab across 1 micrometer rectangular bar. Okay, so here we can note some points. So what he has given, first of all, the dependence of VD, this is given. Okay, so the value of VD, I mean the value of here we can infer this one. So if we can plot the graph, so I think it has been like this. So this is nothing but 10 power 7. So this is nothing but 5 into 10 power 5 volt per centimeter. Okay, this is electric field intensity, and this is nothing but drift velocity, right? And we can easily find the mobility. What is the value of mobility? Mobility is nothing but drift velocity by electric field intensity. So what is the drift velocity? It is nothing but 10 power 7. At what electric field intensity? It is nothing but 5 into 10 power 5. So if we cancel this one, you will get it to 1 by 5 is nothing but 0.2 into 10 is square, right? So this is nothing but mobility. Drift velocity by electric field intensity. Drift velocity is 10 power 7 by, this is 5 into 10 power 5, isn't it or not? Yeah. So 10 power 7 upon this one 10 square. So 1 by 5 is nothing but 0.2 into 10 square. So it will be 2 into 20, right? So therefore mobility is equal to how much? 20 centimeter square per volt second. So we can easily find from this graph. Now, next thing. Yeah, if you can see that the dependence of this thing is given this one, and from this we can easily find the mobility. So next, coming on to the next. So the semiconductor has uniform electron concentration, obviously, with n is equal to 10 power 16. Okay, so the electron concentration has been given, right? So n is equal to 10 power 6 simply per centimeter cube. So we have find the value of n. Now, and the charge of the electron is, we know that. So if the bias of 5 volt is applied across the semiconductor bar, okay, so there is a semiconductor slab, and they have applied 5 electron volts simply. So 5 volts easily. And on a 1 micrometer rectangular bar. Okay, so therefore this is nothing but x is equal to 0, and this is nothing but x is equal to 1 micrometer. Okay, simply. So we can easily find electric field intensity from this one. So electric field intensity is equal to voltage by distance. Distance is nothing but 1 micro. Mana centimeters lo rayali. Centimeters is nothing but 10 power minus 4 centimeters. That implies electric field intensity is equal to 5 into 10 power 4 volt per centimeter. This is nothing but electric field intensity. Okay, so these are the things that we can easily know from the question, right? So next one. So if this is finished, the resultant current density is this. Here they have not asked that whether it is drift current or diffusion current. So, and we can easily say that it is a drift current. Why? Because they have clearly mentioned that the electric field is applied and electrons are moving with some drift velocity. So automatically the current that is produced is nothing but drift current. Adi electric field apply cheyakunda concentration gradient valla move aithe automatically then diffusion current and okay. So since this concept is related to the thing, due to the application of external electric field, automatically this belongs to drift current density. So drift current density JD is, the formula is nothing but Q into N into mu N into E simply, right? So Q is nothing but 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 into n. N is nothing but the concentration of electrons. The concentration of electrons is already given, which is nothing but 10 power 6 into mu n. Mu n is nothing but 20 centimeters per volt second into electric field intensity. Electric field intensity is nothing but 5 into 10 power 4. So if we can solve this, I am not going to solve that. So this is simple mathematical calculation. You can do it. So you will get into 10 cube you need to get, because they are asked in kilo ampere per centimeter square. Okay, so we need to get in this format, right? So this is how we will find the current density. So simply, so direct to the formulas untai. So simple information is there. Information is man kavalsina calculate chesi automatically substitute chesi, you will easily get the answer. Okay, so EDC అనేది చాలా ఈజీ అమ్మ. ఓకే, ఈడీసీ అనేది ఫార్ములాస్ అర్థం చేసుకుంటే, సో అసలు యాక్చువల్గా ఫార్ములాస్ అంటే మకప్ చేయకుండా ఫార్ములాస్ అర్థం చేసుకుంటే అసలు వాట్స్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ వాట్స్ నాట్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ అని, సో క్వశ్చన్ జాగ్రత్తగా అర్థం చేసుకుంటే దాన్ని యూ కెన్ ఆన్సర్ ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్ ఇన్ ఈడీసీ. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటంటే, సో ఈడీసీలో క్వశ్చన్ చూడడానికి కొంచెం పెద్దగా ఉంటుంది, రైట్? సో అది చూసి చాలా మంది ఈడీసీ అంటేనే కొంచెం భయపడతారు. ఓకే, సో దేర్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ ఇన్ దిస్, రైట్? సో ఇఫ్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్, దెన్ ఇట్ విల్ బి వెరీ సింపుల్. ఓకే, so let's move on to the I think it might be the last problem for this session. Okay, yeah, so this might be the last problem for this session, and in the next class we are going to tackle with the Fermi derived distribution function, which is somewhat complex, right? So చాలా మందికి అసలు Fermi levels అంటే ఏంటి, ఇంట్రిన్సిక్ Fermi level అనేది అంటే ఏంటి, అది ఎందుకు పైకి కిందకి మూవ్ అవుతుంది అనేది చాలా మందికి మిస్కన్సెప్షన్ ఉంటుంది. సో డెఫినెట్లీ we will clear all those things in the next video lecture. Okay, fine. So move with this problem. The silicon sample with uniform cross sectional area shown below is in thermal equilibrium. The following is given. Here you can see that it is an uniform cross-section area, uniform semiconductor. That means that the doping is the same all over the material and the electric field intensity is the same at any point, right? So it is uniform. Okay, the following are the parameters. T is equal to 300 Kelvin, that is room temperature, and charge is 1.6 in 10 power minus 9, that we already know, and thermal voltage is 26 millivolts, that is also we know, and mu n is nothing but 1350. This is what మనకు తెలిసిందే కదా, room temperature దగ్గర mobility of electrons ఎంత 1350, isn't it, for silicon? We have already know that, వాడు ఇచ్చిన ఇవ్వకపోయినా మనకు తెలుసు అది. So this is the thing that we have given. So Nd is equal to 10 power 16 here. So Nd is equal to 10 power 16. This is nothing but donor concentration. That is, it is an n-type semiconductor. So you have supplied with a bias. So what is that bias? It is nothing but 1 volt, right? So the bias is nothing but 1 volt. And what is given? It is nothing but 1 micrometer semiconductor. S is equal to 1 micrometer. 0 micrometer, and this will be x is equal to 1 micrometer. So from this we can easily find electric field intensity. Electric field intensity is nothing but voltage upon distance. Distance is nothing but 1 micro. 1 micro is nothing but 10 power minus 6. So we need to find in 10 centimeters. So 10 power minus 4 centimeter. 10 power minus 4 pi equals 10 power 4 volt per centimeter. This is nothing but electric field intensity, right? అండ్ ఇక్కడ మీరు బాగా గుర్తుంచుకోవాల్సింది ఏంటంటే, దిస్ ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఇంటెన్సిటీ ఇస్ కాన్స్టెంట్ ఆల్ త్రూ ఇట్. ఎందుకని ఇచ్చిన సెమీకండక్టర్ యూనిఫామ్ సెమీకండక్టర్ కాబట్టి ద క్రాస్ సెక్షనల్ ఏరియా ఈజ్ కాన్స్టెంట్, అండ్ దేర్ బై ద డోపింగ్ కాన్సంట్రేషన్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో సేమ్, and also the electric field intensity is also same. So these are the three things you need. So kabatti what x is equal to 0.2 దగ్గర electric field intensity ఎంత 10 power 4. సో వాడు ఇక్కడ ఎంత అంటే 10 power 4. 0.5 దగ్గర 0. ఏ పాయింట్ దగ్గర తీసుకున్నా కానీ యూనిఫామ్ సెమీకండక్టర్ కి the doping concentration will be same, so thereby the electric field intensity will also be same, obviously, right? So this is the thing. So this we can configure from this figure, right? So next we'll move on to the problem. Yeah. So the magnitude of electric field at x is equal to 0.5 micrometer is dash. Okay, so that we have already calculated, because the electric field intensity is same all through it, so that will be 10 power 4, right? So next, the magnitude of the electron drift current at x equal to 0.5. Since electric field intensity is constant all through the material, so all through the material the drift current will also be same. So automatically 0.5 and it has no meaning, right? So automatically, so if we have we need to calculate the electric drift current at x is equal to 0.5 micrometer, right? So drift current is nothing but JD. JD is nothing but Q into N into mu N into E. Q and 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 into N. N is nothing but a number of electrons. Number of electrons is nothing but donor concentration, right? 10 power 16 into mobility. What is the mobility? That they have given already, 1350 into electric field intensity we have already calculated, which is nothing but 10 power 4. So by this we can easily calculate the value of drift current. Okay, so I am not going to go with calculations. Okay. So I think you have a brief idea how the questions will come and how we need to approach. Okay, so simply, so we need to understand the fundamental formulas, and we need to know the concept, and we need to read the question carefully and to solve accurately. Okay, so that is the thing. So electric field intensity is 1 by 10 power 6, 10 power 4 volt per centimeter. So by this we can easily calculate the thing. Okay, fine. So this is how we will solve the problems regarding the first part. Okay, so basics of semiconductor physics. Okay, so in the coming lecture, next lecture, so definitely we will move on with Fermi-Dirac distribution function. Okay, so if you really like this video and if you feel that it will be useful, so definitely like our video and share those things who would like to prepare for GATE exam for 2022. And so we will meet in the next lecture with Fermi-Dirac distribution function.